complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Yo, 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 welcome to the live stream.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Complete. Frameshift drive charging.
And lottery is the largest of its kind, regularly handing out millions of credits. The Grand Lottery also funds a wide range of social and infrastructure projects in federations.
3, 2, 1.
official Galactic Jackpot is by far the most popular lottery game, but on this occasion the winner has yet to make a claim. Purchase of the winning ticket has been confirmed, but no data is available as to the ticket or when. Tori Theopolis, a spokesperson for the Federal Grand Lottery,
Fuel scooping.
told the media, "Someone out there is rich beyond his or her wildest dreams, they just don't know it yet. We're keen to find this lucky individual so we can hand over their
Frameshift drive charging.
winnings. We ask all citizens to check with any lottery players they know. Your soon-to-be billionaire friend or relative might be very grateful for your help." Didiomantia Emperor's Grace Academy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The campaign concludes. The Didiomantia Emperor's Grace Academy has announced that its initiative has reached a successful conclusion. Large quantities of exotic food and drink, and mined resources, were delivered to Maiden Frost Dock over the past week, allowing the organization to host a sumptuous banquet and construct
Fuel scooping.
a monument in honor of Admiral Myra Tiverion. A spokesperson for the Didiomantia Emperor's Grace Academy released the following statement. It was a banquet fit for a
Fuel scoop disengaged.
emperor. The food was sumptuous, the drink exquisite, and the revelry went on well into the early hours. I am certain Admiral Tiverion would have approved. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Leidenfrost Dock in the Didiomantia system. Ebor Research Outpost. Cobra Wing, an independent organization based in Ebor, has launched an initiative to build a new research outpost in the system. The outpost will support further research into the Thargoids, focusing specifically on the possibility of interspecies communication. A spokesperson for Cobra Wing gave the following statement. "Without communication, there can be no understanding. Without understanding, there can be no peace. We ask the galactic community to support this campaign, which will support new research into the Thargoids and their methods of communication. In support of this goal, Cobra Wing has placed an open order for various commodities, and has promised to reward pilots who deliver these commodities to Morris Enterprise in the Ebor system. The organization has also placed a kill order on all ships on its wanted list, to ensure that those contributing commodities to the campaign can do so safely. The campaign begins on the 12th July 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Alliance Admiral detained. A member of the Alliance Council of Admirals has been arrested by the task force investigating terrorist organization the League of Reparation. Admiral George Varma was confronted by Captain Niam Sutonia and Senior Agent Tanya Ramirez during a meeting of Admiralty staff at the Donaldson Starport in Ilioth. Despite protests, he was placed under arrest and escorted to a secure facility. Captain Sutonia gave a brief statement to the media. "We have been trying to determine how the League of Reparation gained access to military-issue weapons, equipment and encryption. We now have evidence that Admiral Varma was secretly redirecting cargo shipments from the Alliance Defense Force to terrorist cells. It's highly likely that Varma is Nexus, the organization's coordinator, and we are proceeding on that assumption." The arrest has created diplomatic ripples, with federal and imperial ambassadors being summoned before the Alliance Assembly. Council member Jed Traeger told the Alliance Tribune, "For agents of the Federal Intelligence Agency and Imperial Internal Security Service to abduct an Alliance admiral is an egregious transgression. They will not get away with this." The Council of Admirals has called for an independent inquiry to verify the accusations levied at Admiral Varma. Prime Minister Edmund Mahone made a public statement. "This has come as a great shock, but the body of evidence against Admiral Varma is considerable. I am confident that the trial will be fair, and that our own representative within the Tri-Superpower Task Force will ensure that justice is done." Deputy Inspector Klatt was unavailable for comment. Starport Status Update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed. Delay Survey, Ahamaka. Huston Platform, Yamahan. Malfus Terminal, WD141. Midshell Ring, Carnaweg. Newman Camp, Shinrata Desra. Norgay Hub, Obanbori. Meanwhile, the following starports are on the brink of closure. Alexandria Dock, Tishanab. Antonia de Andrade Enterprise, Ratemir. Bernal Station, Seoul.
Frameshift drive charging.
Dix Terminal, Cheka. Hutton Orbital, Alpha Centauri. New Home Station, Sothis. Oleari Vision, Saigon.
3, 2,
Reab Enterprise, Tashika. Sharon Lee Free Market, or Rear. Fringe religion condemns Far God cult. The Church of Eternal Void has denounced the so-called Far God cult, which worships the Thargoids. A spokesperson identified
fuel scooping.
as Cardinal Hieronymus made this statement. As disciples of the Guardians, we hereby declare war on those who have sold their souls to the Thargoids.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
We vow to expunge their poisonous creed and purge them from the galaxy. Since this statement was made, the Church has seen a dramatic upswing in support from local communities. Juanita Bishop, who has been
4, 3, 2,
campaigning against the Far God sect, commented, "It's about time somebody did something. The public need to get behind the Church and help them get these alien lovers off our streets." Security forces in many systems have issued reminders that the Far God sect is legally recognized as a religion, and that any hostility against its
fuel
members
scooping.
will be considered a criminal act. Dr. Alfred Ulyanov, a leading exotheologian, discussed the situation on the Rewired news feed.
Fuel scooping complete.
A number
Frameshift
of
drive
doomsday cults
charging.
have emerged recently, including Homo Terminus, Nova Imperium, and the Order
Frameshift drive charging.
of Extinction. But of all those I've studied, the Church of Eternal Void differs in one key respect: it offers hope. They claim that the veneration of the Guardians will prevent Thargoid Armageddon, which is probably
4, 3, 2,
whether the most popular, being based on a classic binary theology of good versus evil. It's apparent that the Church is taking advantage of animosity towards the Far God sect to promote itself. The idea of Thargoids rise in human form, although baseless, has caused much anxiety. By declaring the cult
fuel scooping.
a holy adversary, the Church validates its own existence. Week in review. Here are this week's major stories. A series
Frameshift drive charging.
of successful operations against the League of Reparation has led to much of the terrorist group being dismantled. But while the group has been dealt a severe blow, agents have yet to identify the organization's coordinator.
4, 3, 2,
Nexus. Meanwhile, an independent report suggests that a French Thargoid worshipping cult may in fact be harboring undercover Thargoid agents. A leading exotheologian responded by saying that he did not believe the group to be a threat, despite its unsettling beliefs. Political journalist Cassia Carr
fuel scooping.
has compiled a profile on Jordan Rochester, fiancé of Princess Aisling Duval, for the Imperial Herald. The article documents
Fuel scooping complete.
Rochester's family history and raises the
Frameshift drive charging.
question of how he will balance being both a federal statesman and an imperial consort. In other news, celebrated author Rolav Redcourt
4, 3, 2, fuel scooping. disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, about 30 more jumps, and then I'm gonna go look for me a planet to go spend the night at.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so at 325 jumps left. We'll go looking for a nice planet. Go catch some Z's.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping complete.
In case you were wondering how much. He's currently unhappy though, because we got scanned on our way out. So that means if I get scanned on my way inside of a station, he's probably gonna say screw it, and I'm gonna fail my mission, and I'm just gonna eject him into in the middle of space. I'm not even gonna drop him off at the station. Fuck him. I'm gonna keep him in my ship and inject him in the middle of space.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. 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 Complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, more jump. 31 million dollar trip. Plus all my scans. Universal whatever that you sell at these stations. I think it's categorifics.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, I'm tired. Excuse me.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
6 more jumps.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Promotional tour that will take him to over 50
fuel scooping complete.
Destinations throughout the core systems. The tour will support Redcord's new novel, Corsair King and the Storm of Desire, the 14th in a series of swashbuckling historical romances set in the 27th century. Didier Mancher, Emperor's Great.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Has completed work on the Tiverion Academy, a flight school for Imperial Naval Cadets, and is hosting an inaugural banquet to mark the event. The organization has placed an open order for exotic food and drinks to be served at the celebratory banquet, and issued an appeal for mined resources, which will be used to construct
Fuel scooping.
the statue of Admiral Myra Tiverion. Finally, the campaign to supply a scientific project in Colonia has now concluded, and construction of a resource management
Fuel scoop disengaged.
center has
Frameshift drive
begun.
charging.
Hundreds of independent pilots made the journey to deliver commodities to Tier Technology Services in the Tier system. And those are the main stories this week.
4, 3, 2, 1.
A profile of Jordan Rochester. Responding to public interest in Princess Aisling Duval's fiancé, Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester, Political journalist Cassia Carvalho has compiled the profile of the Imperial Herald. Jordan Rochester is now a household name throughout the Empire.
The fuel scooping.
You were aware of him prior to his engagement to Princess Doomval. But in the Federation, the Rochesters have been associated with success for over 200 years. The Rochester name can be traced
Fuel scooping complete.
back to self-made tycoon Apollo
Frameshift drive charging.
Rochester, who was the biggest landowner on Biggs Colony and the Altair system. Each generation since has strived for fame and wealth, and the expression "as rich as a Rochester" has become common parlance. The family
4, 3, 2, 1.
matriarch is Isolde Rochester. She is a member of Congress, an influential figure in the Liberal Party and a staunch supporter of Shadow President Felicia Winters. Isolde raised 5 children, including Jordan, and it was her accomplishments that inspired her son to enter politics. Jordan's siblings chose
Fuel scooping.
paths. The eldest, Jupiter Rochester, is an executive
Alright, one
of
more
Dynamics
fucking jump.
with a personal fortune in the billions. 15 years ago he had his own celebrity
Frameshift drive charging.
marriage to actor Thomas Turan.
If you suffering from insomnia and you're looking for a remedy to help you sleep at night, yeah,
Jordan's sisters, Juno
we'll do
and
about 50
Jocasta,
jumps in fucking black space.
hold
3,
You'll want to go to sleep after you're done with that shit.
in the ranks of Vice Admiral and Post Captain respectively. Only Jordan's younger brother, Jonah, has no title. He is believed to be the black sheep of the family. Despite being just 34, Jordan has already made his mark. He has
Alright,
overseen several
time for
high-level negotiations on behalf of the
us
federal
to
fuel
find a home for the night.
and is now a trusted envoy, noted for his charm and tact. His future will be interesting, to say the least. How will he balance being
fuel scooping complete.
both a federal statesman and an imperial consort? And what are the wider ramifications of the Rochester dynasty aligning with the House of Duval?
There isn't even a planet.
More so than his predecessors, Jordan Rochester has already ensured that
Did I
history
scan
will
it
remember
there?
his family's name. The Didio Mancha Emperor's Grace Academy
Frameshift drive charging.
inauguration. The Didio Mancha Emperor's
We might have to
Grace
sleep
has
on the ship
completed
tonight,
work
folks.
on the Tivorion Academy, a flight school for Imperial Naval Cadets. The organization is hosting an inaugural banquet to mark the event.
4, 3, 2,
And one of the late Admiral Myra Tivorion, the organization's founding member, who will have a monument erected at the site. A spokesperson for the Didio Mancha Emperor's Grace released the following statement. The Tivorion Academy will provide new recruits with cutting-edge training facilities to host a fitting banquet
fuel scooping.
for its inauguration.
Alright,
Help in
23
sourcing a range
objects.
of exotic food
Thank
and
you.
drink. We also require a quantity of gold to make the monument raised in the Admiral's
Fuel scoop disengaged.
memory a truly spectacular tribute. The campaign begins on the 5th of July 3304 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the
I
campaign
can't
will
tell.
end immediately. Colonia campaign concludes. The campaign to supply a scientific project
Can't
in
tell what's
Colonia has
on
now
each planet,
concluded,
huh?
and construction of a resource management center has begun. Hundreds of independent pilots made the journey to deliver commodities to Tier Technology Services in the Tier system. Professor Alexei de la Vega, in charge of the research project, made this statement. With the construction of a research center, we will be able to monitor population spikes and manage resource allocation throughout the region. Pilots who
Oh shit, I'm already
contributed to
there.
the project can now collect their rewards from Bolden's Enterprise in the Tier system. Starport status update. This report presents the latest data on starports experiencing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed. Arend Dock, HIP 17838. Gary Gateway, Tashika. Gentle Survey, Sholagro. Meanwhile, the following starports are on the brink of closure. Huston Platform, Yamaha. Malfast Terminal, Pleiades Sector, HRW, D141. Newman Camp, Shinrata Desra. Mitchell Ring, Karnawek. Delay Survey, Ahamaker. Cube Mugdal Enterprise, Kakas. Norgay Hub, Obambori. A Thargoid fifth column? Amid growing public mistrust of a fringe sect that worships the Thargoids, a report suggests that the group's members may be undercover Thargoid agents. Independent journalist Flint Firemaker Lafos shared his theories via the Rewired news feed. I'm sure you're all just as creeped out as I am by those hooded monks and their stinking hive chapels. Granted, being creepy isn't a crime, and I'm as live and let live as the next man. But isn't it strange that this cult is rising just as the Thargoids return in force?
Too far from now.
The idea of humans working on behalf of aliens might sound crazy, but think about it. All those escape ones captured by Thargoid ships, what did they want them for? After a bit of brainwashing, they'd make perfect spies, sent back to infiltrate humanity using this religion as a cover. What scares me is that these freaks don't communicate. They just lurk in the dark, waiting. Why are they so mysterious? What's going on in those chapels? For all we know, they're seeding our planets with barnacles and eggs, right under our noses. Leading exotheologian Dr. Alfred Alyanov responded with this comment: I can categorically answer one point. The reason the Far God worshippers are not interested in communicating is that, from their point of view, we will all be dead soon. As for the rest of this speculation, nothing in my studies has caused
That's why I left the bubble. Fuck those Thargoids.
Despite its unsettling beliefs. Major victories against the League of Reparation. A series of successful operations against the League of Reparation led to much of the terrorist group. Captain Neotonia, a member of the Tri-Superpower Task Force investigating the League, released this statement. Over the last few
Didn't realize I was that close. I know I said that last time, but shit.
Have led multiple raids against
I
the
forgot.
League of Reparation.
Okay? I
We
forgot.
interdicted several of their ships and located many outposts concealed within Imperial and Federal systems. The key to these victories was the decryption of their communications network. Despite meeting fierce resistance, our security forces arrested or eliminated dozens of League
I haven't played in so long, I forgot how to land on the planet.
We acted just in time to prevent further murderous acts against
We're gonna figure it out,
members
folks.
of the INRA. We believe the League has been dealt a fatal blow, but we are still investigating how they gained access to top-level comms encryption and other restricted equipment, which suggests support from influential individuals. Furthermore,
Oh no,
we have yet
we're
to
landing on the
identify
side by the
Nexus,
sun.
the organization's
Fuck
coordinator.
that.
We have many fresh leads, however, and expect
Not going
further
on the
results.
dark side of that planet.
Milo
Who knows
Vesper,
what kind of
an
scary
editor
shit
for
they
the
are.
Alliance Tribune, published this opinion piece. This may be great news for some, but what about our citizens? The task force should be hunting.
Orbital flight engaged.
Orbital flight engaged.
We know they're here. What with Admiral Luke and the trap they set for Chief Inspector Kilbride.
Any
whose
interesting
bravery we
air?
will
Ooh,
never forget. Why isn't a replacement out
Alright,
there on
sure.
raids too?
Go over there.
Deputy Inspector Klatt was unavailable for comment.
Oh, that's a damn planet.
Author begins interstellar book tour. Celebrated
Oh,
author
what's the
Olaf
planet?
Redcourt has begun a promotional
Let's
tour,
go on this
visiting
spy over
over
here
50
by this crater.
destinations throughout the core systems. His new novel, Corsair King and the Storm of Desire, is the 14th in a series of swashbuckling historical romances set in the 27th century. A press release from Bone Spire Publishing stated, after many months of waiting, the next book in Olaf Redcourt's pulse-pounding series is at last on sale. To mark the occasion, we have organized an epic tour so that loyal readers can meet the creator of the Corsair King, Lady Lastday, Rufkiss, and all their other favorite characters. The tour will begin in the Blatrum system and conclude 2 months later in Procyon. As with all releases from Bone Spire Publishing, readers will be able to customize the holo novel to enhance their reading pleasure. Our easy-to-use controls allow the reader to revise narrative structure, vocabulary and characterization, and the plot line will have multiple option points, enabling you to determine an ending that meets your tastes. An independent reporter approached Mr. Redcourt as he was boarding a passenger liner, but was only
Alright,
able to
let's see if
record a
we
few
remember how
short
to land.
segments. These included bounced across space like a damn human pinball, and nothing but
I wonder
meat
if
for
it's
the
the same,
sausage
but I just
factory.
put my
The
landing
author's
gear down.
agent, Margot Hist, told the
Whoa, whoa,
media.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I
slow
wouldn't pay
down.
much attention to that.
Landing gear.
Olaf was probably just thinking aloud while developing a new character.
Landing gear deployed.
In review, here are this week's major stories. Chief Inspector Kay Kilbride has been murdered by terrorist organization the League of Reparation. The incident took place in the city of New Rossif on Turnus World. In the wake of Inspector Kilbride's death, Alliance Interpol has assigned Deputy Inspector Mara Klatt to assume the role of Task Force Liaison. There has been a range of reactions to news that Princess Aisling Duval and Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester are to marry. A congratulatory message was sent from the Imperial Palace, but there was no comment from Emperor Arissa Lavigny Duval. Senator Zemina Torval was frank in her disapproval, while Senator Caspian Leopold, who was rumored to be courting Aisling Duval, was more supportive. Aegis has announced that it will allow technology brokers to reduce their requirements for items
no, I don't want
in
to
order
line.
to increase overall combat effectiveness
But
against
I
the
do want to...
Thargoids. A spokesperson for Aegis said the galactic community had worked hard to oppose the Thargoids, and that Aegis would therefore make it easier for independent pilots to
How the
obtain
hell do I
advanced
let out my
weaponry and
damn...
hardware. Meanwhile, an
Whatchamacallit
emergency
again?
report from Aegis has confirmed that the Thargoids have launched a large-scale assault on the Degian system. The organization has called on all members of the galactic community for assistance in defending the system, which is home to the Garrick Terminal Star.
Woo! Where's that damn big ass crater? Oh shit. Ow. Come on. Don't damage my shit. I'm glad I got two of them. Man. That's a small little crater. Anything to fucking scan? Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, I see something. Oh, I see two things. I wonder if I remember how to shoot. Oh shit. I gotta remember how to pick these things up. Aha!
Cargo scoop deployed.
Ooh, new material discovered. Vanadium. I got everything. Ow, come on. Let me get over on. Let me get around. New material, universal photographic yttrium. Okay, is that where my ship is? Oh shit. I hope that's where my ship is. Ah! Oops. Let's go put these materials back in. Call it a night. Okay. What the hell? Okay, how the hell do I get back in my ship? Come on, buddy. No fucking way. Oh, my damn cargo suit.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Oh, really? I still can't fucking get in the damn thing? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Did I have cargo? Oh, so I didn't have cargo? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Save and exit. Peace out.